Good morning and welcome to the Red Mic. Hope everybody's doing okay today. Thursday. Appreciate you being here. These Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I've picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message: You will agree with me or I will make it bad for you. Don't really know what accent that was. It just sounded sinister in my head, so I did it. So, back when I was in college, I was in a international law class, and the professor gave us take-home tests, and we had two or three topics we each choose from. Sorry, and we had a couple of weeks to work on them. He told us that our low grade would be dropped, yada yada. So we get the first one. Man, I'm excited. I dive in. I start researching. I'm cross referencing. I'm adding footnotes. I turn in what I thought was a fantastic paper. I get it back and I had a D. This was frightening. So I looked at the looked at the add drop dates and I thought, okay, let's do the math. I can do the next test and get the grades back, and then if that one goes sideways, I can drop it and no harm, no foul, right? So that's what I did. But since I had spent hours and hours and hours on the first one, only to get a D, I was like, you know what, heck with this. So basically, I went back through his notes. I added a few of his sentences that he said verbatim. Basically, just parroted back what he said, right? I said he said A, I said A, you know. Get it back and I get an A. And he put little comments saying, this was a good point. It's the point that you made, man. Um, so it became pretty clear to me that he didn't want to see my work, he wanted to see his work. He wanted me to parrot back what he said. He wanted me to agree with him completely and be an echo chamber for him. So, okay. Learned my lesson. Didn't drop the class. The next test, I did exactly the same thing. Got an A on it. He dropped the D. No harm, no foul. But did I really learn anything other than what he thought? No, I didn't. Um, did he learn anything from me? Did he perhaps change his worldview at all? No. Unfortunately, that's far too often what happens with the internet, particularly social media. Couple of examples. Um, there's a well-known professional site where people tend to not put outlandish opinions and whatnot. It's all very job oriented. Uh, you have an opportunity to link to other people, and we'll leave it at that. Well, a person on there was talking about the hiring process is not broken, and this is just people who don't understand it. And okay, I'm a communicator. I do leadership stuff. You know, if people overwhelmingly think your system is broken, instead of yelling at them, instead of disagreeing with everything they say, maybe you're not doing a good job explaining it. Maybe you're not showing us how we're wrong without being condescending and rude. Um, and then on the same site, now I did agree with this person, but they made a point, and I basically said, you know what, you're putting the humanity back into human relations. Congratulations, and got a nice response back from this person. You know, completely different because I'm going to take it on faith that this second person, had I disagreed in any way, shape, or form, I would hope that they wouldn't have, reacted the way the first person did. You know, you disagree with me, you're wrong, and then it goes even further on other parts of social media where if you disagree with someone, somehow they equate that into you hate them, or you think that they are evil, or you disagree with someone, so they're evil. It's just so stupid. Open up your head, open up your mind, open up your heart, allow for other opinions. Just because someone disagrees with you, yeah, you can still think they're wrong. You can still discuss it with them in a rational manner. But don't be condescending and rude. It's like I told the other lady, put the human back into human relations. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is we all have our echo chambers. You know, it's good for the ego. Oh, well, they all agree with me. Don't be afraid to be that dissenting voice, but do it in a respectful manner. You know, don't be the you disagree with me, so I must break you. You know, Ivan Drago, I must break you. Don't be that. Don't be that person. Be better. And that's today's Red Mike message. Hope you found it interesting. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow. I hope you like that I'm doing these in the morning now. And now I got to get the heck out of here and get to the real job. This is just the fun stuff. This is the avocation. This is the hobby. I appreciate you being here, though. Hope you'll see me again tomorrow. And until next time, don't forget, life is short. Drink the bourbon.